about themselves. Ask them what they think. Ask them what they feel. Ask them what they know. Ask them how they learned it. Ask them, are they willing to teach it? Show genuine interest. And that will like kind of butterfly a conversation. And it will take place naturally, as opposed to trying to manipulate somebody into talking to you. And you could end up really irritating them, and then they may stop fucking with you at all. You really blessed my life and guided me the right direction. I thank you, and I'm so grateful. I love you, and I thank you too. Thank you for holding space for me. Thank you for taking me seriously. King Crockett, we do got to catch up. Yeah, we got to catch up. You know where to reach me. Advice about getting through depression after a traumatic death. How are you grounding yourself? And how are you processing the drama around the transition? What happened? So this isn't things that you have to share your business, publicly. This is probably something that we could have a private session about. That way you may not, or, that way you won't be unconsciously equipping an enemy. Like, you never know who's monitoring you and who is looking for the opportunity to get into the back door of your life, because you won't let them in through the front door. And that's what happens a lot. People who know that they can't reach you on your level will prey on you when they know that you're compromised, whether it be physical compromisation or emotional or intellectual, where they'll come in and fake help you by teaching you bullshit and equipping you wrong, kind of like how bullies do. A bully start to teach other people the wrong way so that they can continue to feel superior. That happens oftentimes in relationship situations, where you'll get with somebody that's really controlling, and because you want to be protected, you can end up positioning yourself to be bullied. And they'll begin to just have you do shit just because they know you'll do it. And you'll be thinking that you're genuinely building with this person, and you're really getting some ground under your feet, and they're just equipping you and cultivating you to be abused under their structure. So we have to be aware of that too, the way that we're groomed, and even the way that we're grooming other people, because you don't tell people how to treat you. You teach them by the things that you allow and the things that you reject. So yeah. But I would love for you to really consider that. See who's trying to get in through the back door. Because people will. They'll try it. And if you let them, they'll do it. They'll always try it. They'll always try it. They'll try it at different stages. They'll try it at different levels. They're always testing to see where your boundaries are the weakest. And if you let them, they'll do it. Whatever the itch is. And if you're not in your right mind, if you're not functioning healthy, and you're looking for a safe place, they will pretend to be your safe place so that they can cross your boundaries and untether you further. So, stay dangerous. Stay dangerous out here. And, that's why I always encourage you to love yourself. That's why I always encourage people to protect yourself. Take care of yourself. Nourish yourself. Set yourself in a high place. Because when you don't, you become low-hanging fruit, and they will pick on you. And there are people who are just natural predators after a certain stage of cultivation in specific experiences. And, your environment is directly correlated to your experience. And if you've been preyed on for quite some time, you will become a predator, because that's how you survive. And the people who were at a higher level than you, they were predators too. So in order for you to maintain, you become a predator. And for the people that are unaware that you are a predator, they become your prey. And oftentimes we don't even know who was cultivated in certain environments where they were raised to be predators because they grew up preyed on. And that's why I break down like the hurt levels and stages in the Healing Guide, Hurt to Help Finding Your Healing Place, Volume 1. That's why I break down those stages, those hurt levels through the hierarchy of hurt, so you can know what level predators are made on. It's stages. When you reach the stage hurt to hurt, in the hierarchy of hurt, this is literally a hierarchy. There are tiers. The first tier is amoratic agony or ambiguous agony, amoratic hurt. The second tier is hurt in denial. The third tier is hurt to hurt. Hurt to hurt, the third tier, that's the tier where the predators are made. And Godspeed on your journey with integrity and forgiveness of self first and others when necessary. And you may evolve to the hurt to help phase. But a lot of people are stuck at the hurt to hurt phase. And the hurt to hurt phase is where the predators are made. I need to buy the book to use with these young boys I work with. King, I'll come out and teach them. I'll come out and do a whole class. I will. You know, I fuck with you, AG. You know we be in the trenches, baby. Struggle made us, baby. You know how we do. I'll come out and look out. Hurt people hurt people. That's very true. That's very, very true. And we hear phrases like that all the time. And it don't get real until somebody hurt on you. And in that moment, you got to realize they fucked up. And if you don't come to the epiphany that they fucked up, that's why they did that fucked up shit to you, they gonna taint you and they gonna fuck you up. Because fucked up people fuck up people. That's why it's so important to get your help. But it's hard to get your help when you ain't got a safe place to heal. I'm telling you, it's hard to heal on the battlefield. It's hard to assess your damages in the middle of a war. And if you are at war with yourself, and you are a constant victim of you, because you mad at you, so you leave yourself wide open because you didn't protect yourself previously. And instead of protecting yourself now, you leave yourself wide open to be punished because you mad at you that you didn't protect yourself before, as opposed to calling a truce with you. Realizing that they lied to you, that it's not you versus you. You are not your greatest enemy. You are your deepest ally. If ain't nobody gonna work for you, if ain't nobody gonna love on you, if ain't nobody gonna be kind to you, if ain't nobody gonna be merciful to you, if ain't nobody gonna be patient with you, it is because you not that to yourself. Once you set the standard, once you raise the bar for you, the bar is raised. Now they gotta come and get it. And guess what? You can't have no mercy on nobody to the capacity that you once again become low-hanging fruit. Because that's what happens. We see somebody down there, we're enticed by something, you know. We're dealing with a trauma of sorts. Overcome with depression, maybe, possibly grieving, mourning through something. And then we see something or somebody or a circumstance. And instead of keeping our standard, we lower ourselves so that we become easily accessible to potential enemies, hereby becoming low-hanging fruit for the predators. And we do it every day. Because we always got something that we feel in some type of way about within ourselves. There's always something. Your relationship with yourself is your relationship with God. Anything that turns you outside of you, anything that turns you outside of God is a potential problem. But guess what? We don't recognize God in ourselves. So we always going outside looking for what God already put inside of us every day. Every single day. Every day. God already gave it to you every day. God already gave it to you. God already gave it to you. And you out here begging somebody else for something that God itself gave to you. And guess what? They can't even give it to you if God ain't give it to them. So everybody got to go back to the plug. And we be middleman in our experiences. We middleman our manifestations. We always middleman. Go to God. Because everybody got to go to God. Everybody got to go to the plug. Everybody do. And if you want to know how the plug feel about you, you got breath in your lungs right now, don't you? The plug still finds you worthy of life, still giving you an opportunity to get that shit right. Get it right. Get it right. But we don't want to do the work. Because it hurt. It hurt. I get it, it hurt. I get it, it hurt. Nobody told you it was going to feel so good at first. I look back over my life with so many different circumstances, and it used to hurt, but now it fit perfect. But it hurt at first. You're going to hurt either way, though. You're going to feel uncomfortable either way, though. Either way. Ain't no way around it. Because ain't no way around you. And you done did some shit that hurt yourself. So we got to go back. We got to go back to when you first started hurting yourself. So that we can forgive ourselves for our initial offenses. Because if your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, we got to go all the way back to when our temples were first defiled. And acknowledge that. And we don't want to go back that far. We don't want to dig that deep because it hurt too much. But we carry that shit around every day. Fucked up. Fucking other people up. Trying to avoid the unavoidable. Go in. Talk to God about it. You'll be surprised the way God ready to listen. God be trying to have a conversation with you all the time. And we go find other shit to do. Because we don't want to hear what God got to say. It'll take time. But you don't know when your clock gonna stop. So I suggest you start right now. Because it take time. You got the rest of your life to get it done. You do. You got the rest of your life to get it done. But you don't know when your clock gonna stop. So I suggest you start right now. I swear I feel like you're talking to me. The energy is strong because I am. And the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. For today is the day of salvation. The day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. You know why it's written like that in sacred text? Because God know our hearts be hard. Shit'll toughen your heart up. Shit'll make your heart hard. things we allow people to do to us will make us hate ourselves. And we'll become victims of our survival. Because we so mad we live through it. Because we feel like we shouldn't have never been in that situation. But who taught us how to avoid it? Who taught us? You learn them right now. We be like, God, teach me. And then when you start learning, you be big mad about how you learned. I get it. Because it hurt. I get it. I get it. But that's part of Hurt to Help. Finding Your Healing Place, Volume 1. It's a transmutation process. You are indeed an alchemist. You are earth, wind, fire, water, ether. You are an alchemist. And there is a God seed inside of you that can turn all of that hurt into help. And can turn all of that pain into power. And turn all of that test into testimony. And turn all of that trial into triumph. But you got to feel it to heal it. And we don't want to hurt. So we stay fucked up. And when you fucked up, you fuck other people up. Nine times out of 10, after you survive being prey, if you don't check yourself, you become predator. If you don't check yourself, you will become a predator. Foster care made me strong as fuck. When I got to the Marines, everyone had PTSD, but I didn't get it. I turned my pain into power. Now I'm helping other foster kids after me. Ashe, blessings to you. I actually have a really good acquaintance of mine, Kavani Gilmore, and she is responsible for the trademarked brand hashtag foster care, foster kid, or something like that. Anyway, that may be a really good connection for you to make. Is the ego that turns into the predator? No. You need a healthy amount of ego. Your ego is here to serve you. Your ego is a part of you. Your ego is your shield. Your ego is a part of you that will help protect you from low quality experiences. But if you don't trim it right, it will put you in the lion's den. Because you will be so earthly minded that you're no longer any heavenly good. Oh, who bought the first batch? Hey, Bia. Thank you for buying the first batches. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, I appreciate you guys who share your resources with me, who buy badges, who support me. Thank y'all so much. Bia, may your life be blessed. May you be protected. May you stay sane and healthy. May you prosper. May you survive the Great Recession. Thank you for sowing your seed here. This here good ground. Thank you for sowing here. Thank you for seeing the value. Thank you. I love you right back. Thank you. Yes. I just need to accept myself. It takes some time. It takes some time to accept you because you got to accept all of you. Yeah, even that. You know, even that. Hey, Saddam, 2017, thank you for buying the bag. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May the God of all creation smile upon you as you journey through this human experience. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the badge. How do you feel the hurt and move past it without feeling guilty for what you allowed? Set a new standard. Set a new standard. Set a new standard. And then don't turn back. It's that all of you is not easy at all, baby. My black diamond, that is the hardest part. When you have to look at your adult life and you see what you allowed, and you see how you compromised yourself, and you feel what they did to you, but you see how you positioned yourself for them to get it done. Oh, all of you is the hardest part. But God accept all of you. God be like, bring that here. Let me show you what to do with that. I0019, thank you for buying a badge, baby. Thank you. I didn't understand life, so it didn't hurt me at first. Yes, that's why you'll be judged according to knowledge. You judge yourself according to your the things that you were taught, the things that you've learned. And I don't mean just traditional aspects of learning in a classroom in westernized society. I mean the lessons from your peers, the lessons from your relationships, the lessons from your parents, the lessons from lack of having parents, the lessons from raising your motherfucking self. What did you learn while you had to parent yourself as a younger person? And what have you been doing to reparent yourself in your adult years without feeling victimized by the fact that you realize just how much your parents didn't teach you because they didn't fucking know? That's how you break generational curses. That's how. That's it. Teach yourself what you didn't know. Go get environments and be inspired to learn about you. Learn yourself. Learn you. Because the better you learn you, the better you're going to learn God. Even if you take the time and just learn your physical body, this computerized avatar, and how this shit work so divinely. How even through your mistakes, even through your blatant actions, even through your fucking up, even through your fucking over, even through your getting fucked on, God still organizes things to work for you a certain way. Grace and mercy and mercy and grace. Forgiveness after forgiveness. That's the tier 1. Taught myself everything. I know that's right. I know that's right. We learn hard. But that's all right. Because when you learn hard, you don't forget. I had to adjust so much, First Lady. I really had to pivot. So much. So I'm had to go back to the drawing board and do some other things. I'll be making some more announcements this week. It was just a lot. It pushed me back 2.5, almost 3 weeks, like on everything. On everything. So God is still good, you know. What's the best way to handle a predator, and how can you tell when a predator is attacking you? That's very interesting, because a lot of times people will fake help you and you don't even know that they are pushing you off the cliff because they're walking with you. And they're looking at you and you're looking at them, but they're moving forward and you're moving backwards. And they backing your ass off a cliff. So what I would love for you to consider, the greatest protection from being preyed on is strict boundaries that you set for yourself that you don't negotiate. And then tears. Places that you let only specific energy into, and then make sure that that energy proves itself before it's gifted access. No mercy. No mercy. Don't give anybody anything because you want them to have it. Give it to them because they deserve it from you. and then assess genuinely if they deserve it from you or not. And if they are trying to convince you to give them something that you know they don't deserve from you, and you feel the anxiety and you feel the pressure of it, you, my love, are being preyed on. So I would love for you to consider taking no mercy from yourself to extend it to somebody else. If anybody gets the grace, it's you. If anybody gets the mercy, it's you. If anybody gets the benefit of the doubt, it is you. And when we give those things to other people, unwarranted, undeserving, we get fucked up every time. Every time. Every time. Parents often become predators. And they prey on their children, and their children grow up to become predators because they are so unsatisfied with the fact that they were prey for so long. So they go out and they transmute that energy by transferring that energy onto other people. And I'm telling you, the reason why I say no mercy under 98.99999% of the time when you have been preyed on is because people won't view you as merciful. They will view you as weak. Because 9 times out of 10, those people aren't actively working on themselves. Those people who do that shit like that, they may not really be working on themselves. They may just be pump faking and pretending just enough to get close to you so that they can get in the back door of your experience. People will pretend to teach you, to infiltrate your intellect and plant seeds inside of you, confuse you. And God is not the author of confusion. God is not the author of confusion. So if you find yourself feeling confused a lot around somebody and they seem to speak with forked tongue, that's a sign that you may possibly be prepared to be preyed on. That may be a sign, because confusion is the condiment that predators put on before they consume you. Before they consume you. Before they prey on you. They roll you through the confectionaries of confusion. They adorn you with the condiments of confusion. When a person speaks with forked tongue, that means that they say 2 different things. That means that they say 2 different things. That how it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. They say 2 different things. They'll even confuse you in a conversation. They'll say something to you. This is something that I dealt with when I was dating somebody while I was depressed. That man would literally say something to me, right? And keep in mind, I was off my kilter, you know. So I'm really like leaning. God is so good. Thank you, God. That man would say something to me. I would repeat it back to him like, babe, did you just say? And he'd be like, no, I didn't say that. Man, you must have dreamed that. I didn't say nothing like that. But because I was already impaired and I had allowed grace unwarranted and mercy unwarranted, I was in a danger zone where somebody had breached my boundaries because I left the gate open. So it was just interesting. But that's the reason why you don't date when you're impaired. You don't date depressed. That's dangerous. You fucked up. You're not thinking clearly. You're not. They will tell you everything that they think you want to hear. and everything that they know you want to hear, and deliver on minimum, but fill you up with words. And guess what? When you are hungry for some affirmation, for some edification, you will eat words. You will get full on their emptiness. Shabazz, I see you, King. I love you. How you doing, Mr. Bailey? Much love to you. But who do you really blame? Yes, fucked up people do fucked up shit. But when you position yourself, when you become low-hanging fruit, when you stop taking care of yourself, when you stop doing the inner works, when you disconnect yourself from God, when you stop believing in yourself, when you stop nourishing yourself, you become low-hanging fruit. And your boundaries are an illusion. And the motherfucker walk right through. Fake helping you. So just take care of yourself. You know what? One day at a time. We all got to learn. We are in the school of life, in the university. In the university. Hey, True, I love you, sis. Oh, thank you, Goldie. Hey, what's going on with you too? Kanika, I love you guys. I appreciate you. You took 2 years off from dating. Take as long as you need to take. Because let me tell you something. When it's for you, it's for you. It ain't nothing going to be able to stop it from getting to you when it's really for you. But when you not yourself, a lot of shit that want to be for you, a lot of shit that just want a sample of you, will slip right on in. And that's for men and women alike. Men become prey all the time. Men become prey all the time, just like women do. Because you're looking for somebody to give you some shit. And it may not even always be tangible. It could just be some support. So you got to learn how to support yourself until God gives clearance to somebody to be in your experience. That's why I posted yesterday. And I meant this from my heart. Or earlier today, whenever I posted this shit, I'm only here if God sent you. From here on out, a motherfucker got to go through God to get to me. And I'm telling you, I used to leave the gate open. I used to leave a little secret trap door, a little back door, a window cracked where a motherfucker could get in. No, from here on out, you got to go to God first. Who sent you here? Who sent you? Who sent you? Because my goodness will not be squandered. I know who I am. I know what I be. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I already done did, and God showed me what I'm about to do. Now, before you come over here trying to insert yourself and distract me, which may very much cause my destruction, who sent you? Why are you here? Because I'm not your good time girl. Go do that with somebody who want to do that with you. Go have a good time with a motherfucker that just want to have a good time. I'm kingdom building. I'm busy. So, you know, it takes some time to adjust. And after you've been knocked down real hard, it takes some time to pick yourself up. You ain't got to rush it. Just get the fuck up. And that's okay. I mean that. Motherfucker need to know the password, the secret handshake. Who sent you? And it just takes time, and that's okay. It just takes time, and that is okay. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here. Oh, hey, Rita. Hey, Queen Rita. I love you, baby. Will I save this? Yes, I'll save this. I'll save this for you guys. I will absolutely save this. You're awesome, Queen. I love you. Thank you for holding space. Hey, Lyric, I love you. Yes, I will save this. I will absolutely save this. I will save this for you guys. And it will be saved under the play button on the IGTV. So, yeah. Add you for what? Hey, Lil Doozy, I see you, baby. Hey, Yadamina, thank you. I appreciate you. Emerald, I love you. Kiss them babies. Kiss them babies. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. And I know you get tired of doing the right thing. Especially when you look around and you see other people who are living a different kind of way and they seem to be getting all the rewards. But I just want to encourage you and remind you, let us not be weary in well-doing. For in due season you shall reap if you faint not. Let your seasons change. Sometimes we be getting in the way. We be getting in the way and we want to stop the seasons from changing. Let the seasons change. When the seasons change, let them change. Let them change. Because your season coming. Your season is coming. And your season won't arrive if you keep trying to stop the seasons from changing. Your season won't ever get here. Let the seasons change. Go outside. Love yourself under the light of the sun. Get up underneath that sun and let it nourish your body, nourish your soul, make you come alive. Even flowers, as we know them, can survive without the sun. You're a walking plant. Get outside in that sun, because whom the sun sets free is free indeed. Let the sun set you free. Go out there and talk to God about it. Go in there and talk to God about it. And if no one has told you that they love you today, please, if you would, permit me to be the very first to say that I love you, and I like you, and I life you. And I wish you love and light and life and protection and peace and health and happiness and sanity and prosperity and protection and protection and protection and the perfect amount of darkness that you need to develop in your situation. And I know that many of us, we reject it. We reject the darkness. We reject the adversity. But it's sandpaper, baby. Let it smooth you out. You need that. If they never attacked you, you would have never knew you was wide open. And that's what you needed to protect yourself. If they never picked on you, you never would have realized you was low-hanging fruit. And I love you. And you matter. Until we meet again, family.